The landlord angrily comes and loudly calls the tenant. When the tenant girl comes outside with her disabled sister, the landlord asks her to pay the rent. The girl says that they do not have the rent right now and asks him to wait a few days. Then the landlord says, do you want to live here? And if you want to live here, then you must pay the rent. The girl says whatever money they had was spent on her sister's treatment. The landlord says, enough now, I will not listen to these excuses. Only those will live here who pay rent on time. And he goes and locks the house. The girl helplessly says, please do not do this. Where will I take my disabled sister? The landlord says, I do not care wherever you go. If you want to live here, then pay rent on time. The girl leaves sadly with her sister. The landlord says, have we taken the responsibility of all the poor? Whoever it is comes here helplessly. The distressed girl walks away and says, oh God, we were already helpless now. Where will we two sisters go? We do not even have any relatives here who could help us in this difficult time. We have no other option. Then the disabled sister asks sister, what will happen to us? Now the girl comforts her sister and says, do not worry, I will do something. I have a friend, we will go to her. Maybe she can help us a little. Then she leaves with her disabled sister. When they reach there, the helpless girl tells her friend that the landlord threw us out of the house because we could not pay the rent. If you could give us a place to stay for a few days, it would be a great kindness. The friend clearly refuses and says, my husband will never allow it. Please leave from here. The helpless girl leaves from there, disappointed, and the friend says as if this place is a guest house. The helpless girl gets tired pushing the wheelchair. Then she sits tired on the footpath by the roadside. The disabled girl says to her sister one, you are already worried because of the bad conditions, and on top of that, I have become a burden on you. The helpless girl says to her sister, do not say that we have no one in this world except each other who can support us in these difficult times. Meanwhile, a car comes and stops. A rich man gets out of the car and asks the girl, why are you sitting on the road like this? The helpless girl tells him her sad story, that they are very poor and the landlord threw them out because they could not pay the rent. Whatever savings they had, she spent on her disabled sister's treatment, and now she is also unemployed. The rich man says, how long will you stay on the road like this? The helpless girl says she does not know what will happen next and has left everything to God. Hearing this, the rich man feels pity for them and asks them to come with him and says, from now on, you will live in my house. The girl agrees and he takes them with him when they are eating food at home. The rich man comes and sits on a chair and asks how they are feeling. Now the girl, feeling safe, says, thank you very much for taking us with you and supporting us even though we were strangers. The rich man says, there is another good news for you, that from tomorrow you will go to work with me. And then he leaves. Both sisters happily continue eating food. The next day, the rich man takes the girl to his shop and introduces her to all the workers and says, from now on, she will be your new boss. There is a man present there, and he is the same landlord who threw the girls out of the house. And he stands there hiding his face in shame. The girl says, do not worry, I am not cruel towards you. I will not fire you. The man apologizes to the girl in shame, and she forgives him and leaves. Have you also ever helped a helpless and needy person in a difficult time? And do you have sympathy for the poor? Then tell us in the comments, like and share our video, and subscribe to our channel.